Ezra Miller wised by the red carpet at Monday night's Hollywood premiere for Flash, making their first public appearance following a series of off-screen controversies that have plagued the actor since last year. The embattled actor, who is non-binary and uses they and them pronouns, posed for red carpet photos wearing a white blazer, a cream shirt, black pants, and black shoes. Miller's hair was grown out and tied up in a bun. They were joined by the film's director, Andy Muschietti, his producing partner's sister, Barbara, and their co-stars Ben Affleck Batman and Sasha Calle Supergirl, according to Variety. After a brief appearance for photographers, Miller, 30, headed inside the TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood, where they thanked Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav, Warner Bros. Film Group heads Michael D. Luca and Pam Abdi, and new DC Studios bosses James Gunn and Peter Safran for your grace and discernment and care in the context of my life, and in bringing this moment to fruition. Miller also, the filmmaker, I think you're amazing, and I think your work is monumental. Last summer, Miller was charged with felony burglary in Vermont for allegedly stealing several bottles of alcohol from a residence in May 2022. The news followed reports of erratic behavior earlier in the year that included 2 arrests in Hawaii and accusations that he groomed a preteen child. Police were also called to Miller's property last August amid reports that a young mother and her 3 children were staying on the actor's Vermont farm, where they allegedly had a stockpile of weapons. In early 2022. Occurred, the woman told Variety, after she jokingly challenged them to a fight. I think it's just fun and games, but then it wasn't, she said. Miller later announced they were seeking help for their complex mental health issues, having recently gone through a time of intense crisis. I now and productive stage in my life, based on 2011's Flashpoint comic. The Flash, which hits theaters June 16th, will introduce the DC multiverse and bring back both Michael Keaton's Batman or Bruce Wayne and Affleck's version of the Caped Crusader as Miller's titular speedster races back in time in a bid prevent his mother's murder. As the Flash tries to alter his past, he finds himself stuck in a very different reality where Man of Steel villain General Zod Michael Shannon is back and Henry Cavill's Superman is replaced by Supergirl played by Calle. Since last summer's scandal reached its a woman named Nadia accused the actor of harassing her after she invited them to her Berlin apartment. According to Variety, Miller allegedly lost their cool when they were asked to smoke inside. That just set them off, Nadia said. I asked them to leave about 20 times, maybe more. They started. Understand that I am suffering complex mental health issues and have begun ongoing treatment. They wrote in a statement, I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior. Miller added, I am committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe boiling point. Warner Bros., the studio behind the movie, has remained steadfast in its support of the feature, with early cuts off Flash receiving high praise from test audiences, including horror scribe Stephen King. Zaslav even claimed that Tom Cruise saw and loved the movie so much that he nothing to gain, just say something that lovely. In the case of Tom Cruise, he called us, talked for 15 minutes, praising Andy, praising the film, and it just feels very good because we really work very hard to make these movies, she said, after the Crimson Comet was first introduced in 2016's Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Miller appeared in Suicide Squad and Justice League. A solo film went through several iterations with different directors attached before Muschietti grabbed the reins in 2019. It's been a long process to make sure we'll get it right, but Warner Bros. Is being so much that he called Muschietti himself to congratulate him. The director's sister and producing partner, Barbara, confirmed Cruise's endorsement in a recent interview with Games Radar. It's a very cynical industry, and to hear people that really have no skin in the game because they have very careful with it, and that's something I feel really honored by, and it's something I appreciate. I'm stoked to get going, Miller told Postmedia in 2017. Every stage of this has been truly magical for me. The Flash races into theaters this Friday.